Hey everybody, welcome back to the BeamNG.drive Tough Car Challenge. Today's contestant is the ETK 3000IX. This car is a member of ETK's I-Series mid-size sedans from the late 80s, early 90s. This particular I-Series is a post-90 car. It has a 3-liter, 6-cylinder engine, all-wheel drive, and some sporty touches here and there, including these kick-ass 5-spoke wheels. The pre-90 I-Series 2400, which was the base model, pulled a mediocre 3 3/8 rating on our leaderboard. Will this all-wheel drive 3-liter variant do better? Let's hop in it and find out. Alrighty guys, we are in our I-Series. We're going to go ahead and start it up. Turn our lights on so we can get a good look at our gauges, and you can tell that this particular car is an auto tragic, which is sad, but such is life. So we're gonna go ahead and put our car in the drive. We're gonna brake torque it a little bit. The car's trying to get going here. 3, 2, 1, go. Off to a good start. That powerful 3-liter engine running this car up to speed for the first jump. Come on. There we go. Here we come. Up the Widowmaker. Oh, we got it. Oh. Oh dear. Shut her down. Okay. We're going to go ahead, hop out of the car, and see what's happened to this thing. Okay, guys, the tow truck already came and got our car back up on the road. Because honestly, underneath the car, there is very little damage. We slid off and just gently rolled. There is a little bit of a fold in the roof right here, as you can tell looking at it straight on. From where the majority of the car's weight landed, it shattered our windshield and the driver front window. We'll make sure that is okay. That is not going to impede our vision. Not the windshield, we already know that's blown out, but the roof. And if so, we'll go ahead and see if we can kick that piece of the roof back up. So, I mean, other than that, the car's fine, so let's fire it up and keep on going. Well, the roof's not going to be that big of a hindrance right now, so we're going to go ahead, start it up, turn our lights back on so you can see our gauges, put it in gear, and away we go. So we're not even a half a lap in, and we already have sustained some pretty, not significant, but pretty decent damage to the car. Not enough to affect driving ability, but still, having the car roll over and blow your windshield out's not a small thing. Woo! Man, this car is tail happy. All right, coming up to the Widowmaker, this time the more treacherous way. Oh, dear. Oh. I think we're stuck. Oh, we might be. Come on. All right, well, we got to get the tow truck to pull us off. The rock we're stuck on, and once we're back on the track, we'll keep going. Okay, guys, we're back on the track. Car's already running. Let's get out of here. One thing I'll notice is it seems like the cooling system is having a little bit more difficult time with this bigger engine, even though, well, it should be adequate for it, but it might be more rated for the 2.4 motor and not the 3-liter. Definitely some understeer there coming from the front wheels. And then we get, as we go around the corner, we get some nice 4-wheel drifts out of the car. All right, 1 lap down. All right, come on, car. There you go. Spin, bring it around. Woo! That's a little bit of a hair-raising jump there. There we go. Up the Widowmaker. Not again! Woo! Damn, this car does not like to go the right way. It'd help if we went this way. This is the track. This car is getting a little bit of a reprieve from the that jump back there, because most of the cars are able to stay stable coming out of the Widowmaker. Oy. Anyway, we're one and a half laps down. There we go. Popped the emergency brake there, see if we could get the car to come around like we want it to, and it did okay. Alright, we're doing alright. ABS kicking in, making sure the wheels don't lock. There we go. Oh, looks like the cooling system is doing okay. Once it's able to get some air moving through the radiator. When it's not moving and the engine's just revving up is when that temperature needle gets high. There we go, just like that. There we go. 2 laps down. Oh, at the end of this lap, we will pull off into the pits for our obligatory inspection. All right. Oh, wow, the car's going to stay stable. This is going to hurt. But the car survived it. Oh, dear. Oh! Power out of it. Never mind. Shut her down so we don't lose the motor. And, well, let's go ahead, hop out, and see how bad the damage to our car is. Well, guys, the car is on its lid, and I mean, the rear suspension looks okay. If you look at the front wheels, the front, I think this is the front passenger. Yeah, the front passenger looks okay. The front driver has a little bit of a bad camber on it, most likely from some of the landings it's taken. Also, we see here that the lower air dam here on our front bumper has now kind of just been peeled underneath the car. We might go ahead and get that removed just so it doesn't interfere with the car's maneuvering ability before we take it back out. So the tow truck is almost here, so when we come back, the car will be back on its wheels and we'll be ready to go. Okay, our tow truck driver got us righted and he's on his way back. He's already back at the garage. Lights on, in drive, and away we go. We have 2.5 laps down. Since we've just inspected the car, we're doing okay. I didn't give you guys an exterior. I just realized this. Oops. We'll pull off and we'll do an exterior view. Unless... Oh, shh. Oh, dear. If we weren't doing an exterior before, we're doing it now. Oh. Holy crap. We can actually see our engine now under the hood. That big old straight 6 engine. Oh, come on. There we go. Alright, well, we're going to go ahead and pull in here. Shut her down, stop the car, and let's see what's happened to this thing. Okay, the car doesn't look too bad, but sure as hell doesn't look too good either. We could tell this wheel has a whole lot of bad camber in it. You could just tell how it's sitting. That's bad. This wheel looks okay. I almost think the suspension is collapsing around the car, because overall the whole car just doesn't appear to be sitting right. That second rollover we had blew out our passenger front window, which is okay. The rollover might be actually what's making the car look like it's not sitting right. I can't actually, no, it is not sitting right. It's sitting towards the front, definitely, especially with that damage to that front driver's side. I mean, other than that, the radiator's intact. The car has been staying relatively cool. It hasn't overheated yet. So, I mean, criminy, we have 3 laps down. We're on the tying lap with the 2400. Let's keep going and see if we can beat it. Okay, fire it up. Lights on. Put it in gear. Oh, we're getting a 1-wheel peel from one of the 4 wheels. And away we go. Woo! Some nice 4-wheel drift action going around. Ooh, yeah, we definitely have lost some of our... suspension has collapsed. Alright. Let's climb the Widowmaker. Here we go. Coming up to the jump. Oh, dear. We got it. Oh, shit. Ooh! There went our radiator. Okay. That was amazing. Oh, yeah. You can see our suspension right under the hood. It has definitely collapsed. Oh, dear. Ooh. Oh, shit. Shut her down. Put in neutral. Okay. Let's go ahead, crawl out of this car, and take a look at it. Okay, guys. She is pretty beat up, but she is doing okay. We already know we have pretty nasty suspension damage on this side. The camber just gotten worse. It almost looks like the subframe might be bending, I think. I think it's a combination of suspension plus the front subframe might be taking damage. Oh, yeah. Right there, you can see the underside of the radiator. That's why our radiator blew. All right, either way, we're going to go ahead and have the tow truck out here momentarily. We'll pull the car back on our wheels, and it looks like the drive shafts are both still in place, so we're good to keep going. Fire it up. Lights on. In drive, and away we go. So we have already beaten the 2400's rating of 3 3/8. We are just about to get, we're just about 3/4, so we almost have 4 laps down here. Oh, dear Lord. That last impact, one of those last impacts really hurt this front end. That camber on the wheel, I think it's not now camber and a lot of toe. Oh, come on, baby. So, there we go. For some reason, I was thinking we were closer to the sign here. So 4 laps down. Oh, dear. Yo, I'd never crashed there. That's new. Oh. Oh, she's hurting. This thing is hurting really bad. Oh, all right. Up the Widowmaker, and we spin it around. All right, here we go. Oh, dear. Ooh! Watch the barriers. I'm surprised that didn't kill the engine because we hit that damn near head on. Okay. Believe it or not, this is... I don't even know which way the wheel is on the wheel. Oh, God. We have so much damage to the suspension. Oh, damn it. All right, shut her down. And let's go ahead. I'm just going to put it straight on it. Well, no. We're going to take a look at it on its roof and then back on the wheels. And we'll see if the car can even keep going. Well, guys, this thing has taken a beating. It actually looks worse than it is. But if you look at this whole front end, this whole front subframe is just kinked down now. I mean, just look at where both these front wheels are. And I'm I I think it's a combination of our subframes damage, especially from hitting that angled K rail the way we did, as well as just the landings have been taking its toll on the suspension components. It looks like the front drive shaft has broke, so the car is only rear wheel drive now. But the rear wheel drive shaft is in place, so the tow truck's almost here. We'll put it back on its wheels. And when we come back, we'll know if the car is going to keep going, and we'll do a quick um, exterior inspection of the car just to show what has happened to it. Okay, guys, I'm showing you the bad angle first because you could just tell this door buckled. The roof ended up being beat down here, buckled in the opposite direction. So, I mean, this was quite a severe impact. I mean, look at the front end. I mean, it just hit right here, messed up what was left of the front suspension. It actually changed the front geometry so much that it yanked the front drive shaft out of the transfer case, uh, coming off of the transmission, sending power to the front and rear wheels. So, I mean, that just jacked it up. The car does move forwards and reverse, so she will continue to move under her own power. It looks like the exhaust has come apart from the front end, which I kind of expected because that's most likely right around the flex pipe area. And I mean, looking at, you can kind of tell where the engine's sitting there. And right here, the whole engine is shifted upwards because that was such a severe impact. So the whole front end's out of whack. Um, I don't know how much more this car has in it. I believe we are at 4.5, and we're going to go ahead and keep running with, well, just about 4.5. We're technically at like, yeah, we're 4.5 is right there. So I'm going to call it 4.5. We're still good to go, and we're going to go ahead and keep going, and let's just see what happens to this thing. Alrighty, fired up. I mean, at this point the gauges are busted, and you guys have a little heads up display up here. So, all right, wheels all the way to the right. Put it in drive. All right, car drives to the left, and it pulls very hard to the right. So, all right, well, she drives. Oh, this thing pulls very hard. Oh, dear God, we're dead. We're not dead. We are dead. Well, engine's still going, but I think that impact was enough to kill the car. All right. I'm going to call it dead unless the exterior inspection shows that the wheels are turning. It's just getting stuck. So either way, let's go ahead, hop out of the car, and see what's happened to this poor, dead I-Series. It is confirmed. Our 3000IX has died. I mean, obviously she still runs, but it's right now sitting in reverse, and it's not doing anything. So we're going to go ahead, shut her down. I mean, it had quite a tumble coming over here, so I'm not surprised the rear drive shaft gave out. I mean, I'm surprised it did take a bit more damage. I was gonna say the roof caved a little bit more here, so because I think it hit right under the headlights here, because I think the front end is bent up a little bit more. But either way, the car has valiantly went through the tough car challenge. Its rating will be 4 and 5/8. because we are right at the Widowmaker. So that is a very nice, respectable reading in the upper half of our leaderboard. And speaking of the leaderboard, we're going to go in overhead view, and discuss exactly where the I series will end up on the leaderboard. See you there. All right, guys, we're in overhead view. By now, we obviously know our track. We have our start finish line right here, and over here is our dead 3000IX. So the final rating, unless I borked up while driving and counting, and then the correct rating will show below. The ETK 3000IX got a rating of 4 and 5/8. That puts it in a three-way tie with the Gavril Barstow 423 RS and the Bishu Hopper XT6. A couple of vehicles that are in front of the ETK are the Hirochi Sunburst 1.8 with 4 3/4, the Gavril D15 Custom Classic with 4 3/4, and the Ibishu Pigeon 600 with 4 7/8. Our ETK is in front of the Civetta Bolide, which had 4 3/8, the Ibishu Covet LXI that had 4 1/4, the Gavril H45 that had 4 1/8, and then the Ibishu Covet ZXI, which had 4 laps even. And actually, almost all of those are again in the upper half. I think the halfway point on our list is actually right about the H45 or the LXI Covet. So our 3000IX is in the upper half of the range, which is very respectable. And with that, that is going to be it for this episode of the Tough Car Challenge, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope the quality of this is better because I'm not using Fraps. I'm actually using Streamlabs OBS to record this one. I use this software to stream, and I was like, you know what? Let's see how a Tough Car Challenge turns out with it. So, yeah, I hope you guys see a little bump in quality. So, anyway, that is it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please like, please subscribe, all that good fun stuff. Until next time, guys, have a good one.